LCX can hit $1 very soon. In this video, I'll be giving you a live reaction to an interview with the founder of Quant, Gilbert Verdian, and also the CEO of LCX. I'll be giving you a live reaction where they actually go in depth in the future of Quant and LCX, the relationship for when it comes to Quant and LCX, and exactly where they are looking to be heading. I'll be going through it all in this video. But when it comes to an update on the LCX price, it's currently gone up by 5% in the last 24 hours. We have seen some positive news from the Fed, which has pumped the whole crypto market. I'll be making a complete separate video on the current crypto market situation, exactly when I'm going to be dollar cost averaging, my price predictions for different coins. I'll be making a full video on that later on. I've also made a video yesterday on the top AI coins to buy now. If you guys haven't seen that, then check it out after this video. We drop straight value in that video and you do not want to miss it. With that being said, the price of LCX is currently 12 cents. And to be honest with you, I feel like FOMOing in and just buying a little bag, but really, I don't know, guys. Let me know if you're actually buying LCX at this very moment. I'm pretty unsure of the current market, so I decided to stay away for now. But I am really close on just FOMOing in, even if it is a little bit, as I got a feeling the LCX could really go parabolic anytime soon. But with that being said, let's get straight into this reaction.
And then looking at the platform itself and your company, I mean, it's not just a vision and an idea. You actually build the core infrastructure already. Can you give us a rundown on what's the product? Where do you stand in terms of the development?
By the way, this is something that I've actually been wondering for when it comes to like exactly the current Quant sort of service and exactly what they are providing at this very moment. Not when central bank digital currencies come along, but like at this very moment. So this is going to be a bit interesting. And also, before we go any further, guys, remember that nothing is financial advice. Please do your own research, where I simply give you my opinion and drop all this value simply for entertainment purposes. But with that being said, let's get straight back into this video.
Yeah, so overledger has been live since 2018, so we're very early to build a technology. We solved interoperability as one of the earliest ways we've seen, and we built it that's enterprise ready. The idea is you want a technology that's easy to use and integrate to an existing enterprise platform or a financial system or other type of system. We did interoperability when no one thought interoperability was a problem, but now in 2021, you can see why are people being limited to a single DLT. You can't force everyone to run on the one blockchain. You can't connect other blockchains easily.
And that's the thing, right? It's, in my opinion, I didn't see it as that big of a problem a year or two ago when I was, introduced into this side of crypto, if you want to say. And yeah, I didn't see it as a big problem. I just thought if you're gonna base it off one blockchain, Ethereum is the way to go. But now there is so many different blockchains with not similar, but unique advantages to each one of these blockchains, And Ethereum, as good as it was, the high gas fees may put off a lot of these different companies that base themselves in blockchains that might have a lot of microtransactions for its users and customers, right? There is so many different things that come along, and I do feel like this is such a big problem that is being solved. It really is, just having a company that comes along, base themselves in the blockchain, they're able to use every single one of these blockchain using one Quant overledger. It really is a no-brainer. But yeah, let's continue with this video.
Our approach is really, that enterprise wrapper and that grade, that pedigree of technology that is easy to implement for a large scale organization. So interoperability today is really all about how do I make my DLT that I've picked, and everyone has different preferences. They use private permissions or public permissionless. How do I make my DLT and my systems and my applications talk to other DLTs? Because I need to trade and transact with other partners. I need to have cross-border transactions. I need to do remittance. I need to do a supply chain that has 3 or 4 or 5 DLTs, and how do I put them all together and make them talk to each other? So our technology is, at its core, what we've done is created an API gateway. We've created it in a way where enterprise can understand how to use it and integrate it into their environment. It's based on standards. So basically what that means is you have one gateway and one messaging standard to access all the different types of DLTs. So you don't have to reinvent things each time your applications are running across different DLTs. You just use overledger. It's a simple and seamless way to access all the DLTs. And we bring not only the simplicity to blockchain, because we've taken all that complexity away, we've enabled anyone using overledger and having access to the overledger network to have distributed ledger network interoperability. So we can connect all of these networks, and we've already started doing that, where we're connecting countries and regions and enterprise networks.
And of course, when they talk about countries, like there is a lot of, and I'm talking about major institutions and countries that are going to be using the Quant overledger. One of the things that has been introduced later last year was the LAC chain, which is obviously directly working with Quant right now. Well, it's basically a Quant customer, right? And yeah, it's basically providing this technology to the Latin American community and the Latin American financial system. But yeah, there's a lot of customers, and these clients that are going to be working with Quant are no like everyday small clients. I'm talking about billion-dollar institutions and different jurisdictions. It's going to be massive, right? Massive clients with a lot of money in a trillion-dollar market. And that really where the value comes in for Quant, right? And also when it comes to LCX, which this interview is based in, LCX is going to be, well, it's the first ever regulated crypto exchange, right? And that is a big deal. There is no other regulated crypto exchange like LCX. You talk about other exchanges like Qcoin, Kraken, Gate, Bitget. There's a lot of them that are not fully regulated. But in this case, LCX is regulated, and it really comes down to the era of regulation in these coming years. All of these cryptos that are going to be doing well are the ones that are actually going to be fully regulated by government. So yeah, it's going to be the decentralization of the decentralized market. I know it sounds mad, but that's literally what it is. Quant is working heavily on making crypto, the blockchain, more centralized, and so is LCX, of course, working with the World Economic Forum. And boys, I mean, even though we're not the biggest fan of it, I'm definitely not, about the whole CBDC transformation, but it's going to happen nonetheless, and you might as well be a part of it and actually know about it and actually be invested in it, rather than just just let it happen. That's just my opinion. But yeah, let me know your thoughts as well. But let's continue.
To the overledger network. So when people are transacting across blockchain, they can actually say, I would like to do this with this person on that other network, that external network, and overledger does that for you. So the scope and the scale of overledger network is actually a lot bigger than what we anticipated when we first architected the thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, looking at your technology and the platform itself, on your website, there are 4 key categories. There's the overledger enterprise, overledger network enterprise, overledger community network, and Seek. So let's answer that step by step. Gilbert, what is overledger enterprise in simple words?
So the overledger enterprise is when a company hosts their own overledger instance. They can actually host it within their data center. We've done deployments where it's on-prem within the company's data center for sovereignty or security reasons. It's within their environment. We've also have that option to host that in cloud, and we're doing that for other customers where they want it within Oracle Cloud or AWS Cloud or other cloud instances. And then what happens is that is a dedicated instance for them. They use that for their use cases and their applications. And then that has an option to connect to the overledger network through the gateways that we have. And enterprise can host gateways. So there's an option for them to have their overledger instance part of the overledger network, so to host gateways. We also can actually host gateways and nodes for companies. So that's a service that we offer for them. And then that allows the enterprise customer to have access to the wider ecosystem. So if you think about it, it's an enterprise product built for enterprise customers with all the support and SLAs and the agreements that they have in place.
Okay. So
But yeah, guys, that brings us to the end of this video. We are going to be dropping some more live reactions, and there's a lot of value that goes through in this interview. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you do not miss any of it. Link to my previous video on the best AI altcoins is also in the description. A lot of value dropped there as well. With that being said, it's been your boy Crypto Maxi. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for the recent support, and yeah, peace.